Hello children of the tube, it's time for a vlog. I've not done one in a while. It's Friday night. I have a nice bottle of Thwaites Wainwright to get through. And I have a lot to say. So, you might want to make a cup of tea for this one. First things first, follow up on my last two reviews. I reviewed Invasion from Outer Space from Flying Frog Productions, and I reviewed Bioshock Infinite's Siege of Columbia by Plaid Hat Games. Now, I've followed both of these up, and Flying Frog are just completely silent. Don't know what happened. They sent me a game to review, I reviewed it, I sent a nice little message saying, "Hello guys, how do you think my review went? Did you like it?" Nothing. Now, I guess these guys are busy. They've got Shadows of Brimstone Kickstarter going on, they've got the Dark Gothic, stupid title, deck building game going on, so yeah, maybe they're just busy, but it just seems kind of weird that they just send me this game and not seem to care what I've done with it. On the other hand, Plaid Hat Games, I've been in touch with them, and I had a lovely message saying that they thought my review was great and they really liked it. So that's cool. Hopefully I can do some more work with them in the future. Who knows? We shall see. Which brings me on to my next thing. I've been sent another review copy. This time it is Fireside Games who sent me this and a really nice letter. They've been really, really lovely. So let's hope the game's good, otherwise I'm going to feel really bad about it. I've been sent Dead Panic, the sequel sort of to Castle Panic. I suppose the next in the Panic range of games. Wasn't so interested, zombie theme and all, but I love Castle Panic to bits. So I really can't wait to get into this one. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun because I've read the rules and the mechanics seem to be different enough that it's not just a reskinning of Castle Panic. I think effort has gone into this. So yeah, I'm hopeful that this will be a good one. It looks like it will. So yes, that's me on the reviews front for now. We'll be reviewing this very soon, because Luchador Mexican Wrestling Dice, is going to be hitting Kickstarter soon with some really fancy new components. Maybe engraved dice, a lot of people are asking about that, but it's probably almost certainly going to have a nice 3D card wrestling ring, which, you know, that's got to be cool, right? I love that game, and it will be quite nice, as long as this wrestling ring is quick to set up, quick to take down, and is durable enough to withstand lots of assembling and disassembling. Otherwise it's going to come off as a bit gimmicky, and it'll probably just not hold up to the wear and tear of the sort of everyday play of that game. Speaking of which, that's led on quite just accidentally and quite nicely. Rampage, okay. I bought this kind of against my better nature, because it looks like a kid's game, because it doesn't look like there's a lot of game to it, and surprisingly there is. Rampage is a dexterity game based, sort of spiritual successor kind of way, to the old video game where you smashed up a city and ate the little people. In this you smash up a city and eat the little people, only you do it by dropping wood blocks onto card bits and meeples firing everywhere and using your breath to blow buildings down. It's pretty damn cool, to be honest. And there's enough game there to make it worth it. It's not just a bit of silliness, I mean it's horrendously stupid and quite unbalanced, but it's loads of fun. I get the feeling that you want to play it sparingly, you don't want to wear it out. But no, I'm enjoying Rampage quite a lot. Although the box is about 100% too big, which is a little bit strange. Who knows? What else is going on in the world of games? Well, I've been looking at a few old Kickstarter projects, old relatively, because I get to see a lot more of games recently, because just recently, I've picked up 2 days. That's beer language for two there. Picked up 2 days of work per week, helping out a friend of mine who runs a game shop, because his wife had to go for an operation, and so I've been sort of helping out while she's been recovering. So yeah, I have been working in a games shop. I mean, double-edged sword, okay? It's kid in a sweet shop on one side, but it's kind of like a kid in a sweet shop with no money, or a kid in a sweet shop with a doctor's note saying they're not allowed sugar, or something like that. I mean, it's not like I'm completely skint. I mean, I bought Rampage, but yeah, I see a lot of games that I can't afford now. One of which, getting back to the point, Rivet Wars. It's like 75 quid, pretty much. 70 quid on the shelf. I mean, that's a lot of money for a board game. And Rivet Wars, from all I can gather, has all of the depth of a filler game. It's got the secret missions like Nexus Ops, except they seem to be massively imbalanced, and everybody seems to be saying like the starter set just doesn't have enough stuff in it and there's no real replayability, and everybody's waiting for the expansions that they kickstarted to come through. There's something wrong there, isn't there? I mean, the miniatures, because like everybody else I was suckered by the miniatures, are great. I love the style of it. I love the kind of World War Weeble thing they've got going on. They're beautiful and cool, but I just can't do it, man. That much money, you're just paying for the miniatures. You're not really buying much of a game. And it's pretty damning for a game when people basically say, oh, it'll be really good when the expansions come out. Really? That's it? Oof. I just don't understand, right? That's like the worst pitch for a game ever. That it's simple, or simplistic even. It's like a kid's game, almost in its complexity, and yet it costs more than most serious Euros and hefty games. It costs more than like Caverna. It makes no sense to me. Yeah, moving on. Dead Zone. It's... Right, Mantic Games have this habit of making really cool looking rule sets and really boring looking games. I mean, Dreadball looks boring. Dead Zone looks boring. They probably play beautifully, but I can't get over the lack of interesting universe for these games. This is one thing, right? Games Workshop may be blood-sucking bastards, but their world, their lore, their art, their stories, it all catches the imagination. You know? Privateer Press, they created the War Machine and Hordes universe, and that captures the imagination. Mantic Games, it's like reading like naff off-brand sci-fi. You know, it feels derivative, it feels boring, and the rules are fine, but the game worlds are just, they're just nothing special. Moving on again, Spy or Die Trying. Warmaker Games created Hour of Glory, where you had commandos infiltrating a bunker. You had 60 minutes as a victory point tracker ticking down, and you could do things properly, or you could roll the dice and then gamble it, and it all cost you time, and you were trying to get this mission done within an hour, right? They've redone that, worked on it, changed it up, made it a kind of cheesy James Bond game called Spy or Die Trying, and it's just hit the shelves. It's thoroughly reasonably priced. They've had a long time to work on it, so I'm pretty certain the game system will be spot on. And I'm looking forward to that one, to be honest. I think it's going to be massively overlooked, and that's a real shame. Because here's a problem. We are being suckered by miniatures, and this game has little cardboard stand-ups, and there are too many miniatures in games, I think. Dead Panic has cardboard stand-ups and tokens. I love miniatures, right? But really, we're getting to this point where I think people are being sucker punched by miniatures. Sedition Wars, for example. Rivet Wars, for example. There's games which, or like, oh, I don't know, what was the other one? Zombicide, to a degree. There are games which are really suckering people by how pretty they are, and people just chucking the money at it, and not thinking about, do we actually get a game at the end of this? It's strange, it's the Kickstarter effect. What else is going on in the world of games? There's so much going on. I have so much to say because it's been so goddamn long. Splendor, I've been playing Splendor a couple of times. If it's your first engine building game, then it's probably a good one. It's beautifully produced, it's got these lovely poker chips, have that lovely clinky poker chippy feel. It feels like very much a numbers game, like a game that is its mechanics. There's no real theme, but it's very pretty. It's like a filler game for Eurogame nerds. Because it is this kind of economic engine builder, but it's only supposed to last about 40 minutes, half an hour, something like that. I couldn't get anyone interested in it. But after I finished playing it, I really want to play it again. And I don't know why, because it's not like I really loved it when I played it, and it's not like it's the style of game I enjoy. But there's something about that game that's got in here and made me want to play it again. I don't know why, I really don't. Splendor, setting Board Game Geek on fire, as is Marvel Dice Masters. Okay, I can see the draw, cheap to get into. The boosters are a quid, which is amazing. But WizKids, I can't trust them. Their quality control and the fact that it's the Quarriors game engine, give or take a few things. I've been burned by that before. I'm not doing that again. And collectible games with like super rares and stuff, no thank you. But it's blowing everybody's minds. Why? Why? Is it the Marvel license? Is it the collectability? Is it... I don't know, because collectible dice games usually kind of tank and disappear. And this one, everybody's going bonkers. I'm a little baffled, to be honest. Let's see, what else? Ooh, the Rebel transport for X-Wing has shown up, and the Wave 4 ships are coming along. Exciting stuff. I got to play X-Wing again just recently. I always end up playing introductory games to get other people into the game, which is kind of weird, because it means I never get to play proper games myself. But I do still like X-Wing. I will not be buying the big ships, because, well, the Rebel transport's not all that impressive to look at, and I'm not really interested in the epic gameplay mode. Because, to me, I want X-Wing to be a dogfighting game. The big ships, yes, they've got their own rules and they look kind of neat, but nah, I'm just not bothered enough, you know. I'm not really interested enough. I prefer the kind of fleet level dogfighting in sort of World War II style. I'm not really that bothered about these kind of great big ships with extra things to learn and great big numbers of ships flying around. It's just, it looks expensive as well. Like really expensive to play that way. Nah, I'll spend my money on something else, I think. So yeah, life's been alright recently. It's been okay. I've had a bit of worry about my son who's been losing weight and now has suddenly started putting it back on, so that's good. Life in general is pretty cool. I mean, I'm working a lot. I've got 2 jobs now, which is a shame in one way, but good in another. Obviously, it's pulling a bit more money in. And working at the game shop has genuinely been very, very cool indeed. It's nice working in retail that doesn't suck, you know. Yeah. Well, I suppose I better wrap this up around now. I'm just wondering if there's anything I've missed, really. Not so much, no. I think I'm pretty good. So, watch the website of Doom and my YouTube channel for the upcoming stuff, including Dead Panic there. Thank you to anybody new who's subscribed or anybody who's watching my stuff on a whim. I tend to post it all over the place. It'll be on Board Game Geek under the relevant game. It'll be on the website of Doom. It'll be on my channel. I've not got that many views compared to my subscribers, so if you feel like sharing a video of mine that you like, that would be most appreciated. If you want to subscribe, then yeah, that'd be good as well. If not, whatever. I'm not in this for the money or anything. I'm in it for the fame, obviously. Yeah, I'm going to shut up and finish my beer, and I hope you all have lovely weekends. And this will probably be uploaded after the weekend's finished, because I don't have enough time these days. Oh well, ta-ra for now.